Happy Friday. Welcome to another live cold call role play. For those of you who are new to the channel, who don't know what I'm doing on a live cold call role play, well, listen up. What we're doing is we're testing out your phone skill, your communication skill on the phone with the seller. So what I'm going to do is you punch in your phone number, I'm going to cold call you, and then we all together give you feedbacks, tips on how you can improve your phone call so that way you can convert your leads better and lock more property up in the contract in 2019. Because for some of you guys, your weakest thing is probably talking to seller, know how to control that phone call, handle the objections, take care of all the rebuttal, and then being able to negotiate with them. Okay? So, drop in. So happy Friday, you guys. Are you ready? Like, drop it in the comment. Let me know. Are you ready? Are you ready to do this? And I have a lot of you guys ask me, so Kong, start popping on your phone number, all right? I'm going to cold call you, and let's role play. I have a lot of you guys ask me, so Kong, what's in the back wall? Like, what's all that mess in the back? So a lot of them are my wholesale new checks that when I first started, all right? So some of them, I don't put all of them up here. I really want to do, but the wife won't let me. But some of these are just most of them are my wholesale check that I started out. And a lot of the one that I put up in the wall, they are not normal deal. Like, I mean, they're normal deal, but basically there's some hicks up in there that cause some memories, that make some memories. So I put them on the wall. But I can start naming off some for you. I have some on this side, some on the back. I could have taken over the entire room. But one of them for $7,500, the other one for $15,000, this one for $20,000, $17,000, $20,000. They're all the way on the bottom. $15,000, $20,000, $12,500, $15,000, $15,000, $15,000. There is a, what's that one? Oh, that's a baby one. That's a $5,000, $16,000, $15,000, $15,000, $10,000, $7,431. I don't know how that is. The first one is $28,000. That's the first wholesale deal. $9,500, $27,500, $27,500, $10,000, $25,000. You know, those are just some of the wholesale chill checks. There's a bunch of them over here. This one is $46,500, $44,800, $15,000. That's a $15,000. That's a $8,500, $45,918. That's a double closing. One of the few big one, $137,260. I'm sure, and for some of you, you guys might be like, "Well, Kong, you're bragging." I'm not sharing that to impress you, but impress upon you, letting you know that if Kong, a high school dropout coming into real estate, knowing nothing, period, nothing about real estate, and if I can do it, I believe that you can too. But it takes like all of those, man, it takes a lot of work, right? But obviously, we know that this journey is not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it, and we do it because it's for the freedom that we want. And some of them are quotes, like I surrounded by quotes, like obviously you can see the big one here, never give up. So a lot of them are surrounded by quotes as well. So, okay, who is ready? Who is ready to jump on the phone? If you have Instagram, hit me up on IG, go to Kong, Khang dot, like a period, WTM. How does it feel to make $250 a month, Kong? Oh, dude, it feels amazing. I mean, you know, coming from a guy that came over here from another country, grew up dirt poor in a mud hut, used to work at a company, started out $8.50, worked there for 8 years. 8 years of my life that I work hard for this company, finally make $30,000 a year, then I quit the job. And now going into real estate to make that kind of money, I mean, like, sometimes I have to, like, hit myself and see if it's real. But what's more exciting is being able to create such a community with you guys on YouTube, on Instagram, such a community and such a family that we have all created together. And that's one thing I'm so proud of back in 2018. One of the most proudest thing that I accomplished is building such a community, such a family. And you guys, you know we ain't stopped here. We're gonna take this family in 2019 with your guys' help. It's probably we're shooting for the moon, but with your guys' help, we're gonna take this family by the end of 2019, 100K, 100K subscriber. All right, Ty, easy. Ty, pronounced Ty. Ty, easy, man. So Ty, it's up. So Ty, I think you know the rule of the game. So let's go. So Ty, your job is to determine I'm a motivated seller or not. You go ahead and do your thing. 631, wait, 28. You go ahead and do your thing, how you talk to the seller. And then all together, we're going to give Ty a feedback and let him know how he did on the phone. Because some of you are so bad on the phone that even if you come across a motivated seller, you wouldn't even know how to lock it up in a contract. We're action. We're going to jump right into it.
Good afternoon, this is Ty speaking. Am I speaking with Khanh, please?
Oh, yeah, this is Khanh speaking.
Hi, Khanh. I'm sorry this call is out the blue, but I was calling about a property I believe you own at 123 Main Street.
Yeah. I own that property. What's about it?
Yeah, so I work with several real estate investors that are looking to buy property in this neighborhood, and I was wondering if by any chance you would consider an offer on this property anytime soon.
Well, how do you know that I'm looking to sell, and how do you get my phone number?
Well, I got your phone number through public record, and I was just finding out if you would consider an offer on your property at any point in the future. Would you have to have a property for sale at 123 Main Street?
Well, I mean, I guess if the price is right, I mean, there's a price to everything, right?
Oh, absolutely. I understand. So that's awesome, Khanh. Do you have a minute to talk about the property for a little bit?
Yeah, I do, but make it fast.
Sure. So can you tell me a little bit about the property?
Well, so you're calling about the property that you want to buy, and you don't know anything about the property.
Well, can you tell me, has there been any remodeling in the last 5 years, sir?
No. There hasn't. The property is currently rented.
Mm-hmm. Okay, nice. How much is the rent for?
It rent for roughly about $1,000 a month.
Okay, $1,000 a month. Not bad. Good. Now let me ask you, are there any repairs that's needed? Any major repairs?
I haven't been in the property for the past 5 years, but it's been rented out the whole time. So, I mean, it's probably gonna be the norm, like carpet, paint.
Right. Okay. A little cosmetic.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let me ask you, is there any plumbing or electrical that's needed that you know of?
No. The renter never calls and complain about it, so I figure it's fine.
Right. I understand. How long have you owned this property for?
Man, probably about 20 years now.
Oh wow, that's a long time. So
Yeah.
I imagine that you have some good renters.
Yeah. I mean, we really never had an issue with the renter.
Right, gotcha. Now let me ask you, Khanh. So if we with the clear title and we can close on a property, within 30 days or less, whenever that's after you sell, you get a nice chunk of change in your pocket. What would you like to do?
I'm not exactly sure. That's something that I'll probably have to talk to the wife about, but I don't think that's important.
Understandable. I know because I'm married too. My wife, she's always the last day, so I understand. Absolutely. Is there? Let me ask you this, Khanh. Is there a particular reason that you would like to sell at this time?
No, I mean, you guys, you are the one who calls me and want to buy the property. I'm not looking
Oh
to
yeah,
sell it.
absolutely.
I'm not looking to sell at all. But if the price is right, then I'll sell it. So
Okay, okay.
are you gonna are you gonna make me an offer or what?
Well, let me ask you this. So let me ask you, in the condition that it's in right now, how much do you think the property's worth?
That I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys. I mean, you guys are the professional, right?
Well, absolutely, yes, that's of course. Well, see, the way I determine it is the price around the neighborhood, and I'd like to see what the property is worth all fixed up. Now, I don't know exactly the condition that your property is in, besides the cosmetic, repairs that you said is needed. Of course, I would like to come check out the property out myself to determine that number. So I was just trying to get a ballpark figure you think it will be worth with the condition that it's in right now.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay. Do you currently own anything on the property?
No, it's free and clear.
Okay. Okay. So let me ask you, is Carl, so since what exactly would be an ideal number for you that would spark your interest in selling? Because it seems like a pretty you've had it for 20 years. It seems like you have some good renters. So what would spark your interest in selling this property?
Like I said, I'm not looking to sell the property. You're the one who calls me who wants to buy the property. And if you want to make me an offer, great. If you don't, then let's not waste each other's time.
Okay, okay, I understand. Well, I definitely don't want to waste any time. You don't seem like you want to sell this property, and that's completely understandable. But if you have my phone number, and if we decide that you want to have a change of heart in the future, then please think of me first, and we can discuss more about you selling the property for a fair amount of money that can help you, maybe reinvest your monies into more properties, or maybe take your wife on a lovely vacation. And if you decide that you want to sell sometime in the future, please give me a call.
Wait, so you're not like, oh, so are you interested in buying my property or are you not? Like,
Well, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm listening.
yeah, so are you interested are you interested in buying my property or are you not?
Oh, I'm absolutely interested in buying your property only if you're interested in selling your property.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if the price is right, then I'll sell it. So just want to know, like, are you gonna make me an offer on it or?
Well, I would need to determine the condition of the home to better evaluate to give you a fair offer on your property. I would love to come pay you a visit if this is something that you would love to sell. If you do would love to sell, would love to discuss more about the property and the condition of the property.
Yeah. So when do you want to come and see it?
Well, what is the best time for you?
I mean, anytime tomorrow.
Anytime tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow about one ish,
Yeah.
about 1 o'clock.
Yep.
Is that a good time work for
Yep.
you?
That should work.
Okay. Okay. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. I can definitely come visit. Would that be a problem for your tenants?
No. That should be fine because I get along with them really well.
Okay, I understand. Now let me ask you, because I know that you like you said if the price is right, uh, can you give me an idea on what is a right price for you?
Um. Well, I mean, like, maybe that's something that we can talk tomorrow. Will that work for you?
Oh, absolutely. I'm always down, so I could definitely see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And I'll be there. And should I see your tenants, or should I just wait for you?
Actually, wait for me, and then we can go there at the same time.
All right, Tom. Well, I don't want to take up all your time on this phone call. We can definitely discuss more about this property tomorrow at 1 o'clock at 123 Main Street. Is that correct?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, Tom. Well, it was great speaking with you, and I look forward to meeting with you tomorrow.
Sounds good. Bye.
All right.
All right, Ty, are you ready? You guys, be honest with Ty. Don't need to be nice, because whoever calls in knows that we are going to give them our honest opinion on how the phone call went. So from a scale of 1 to 10, drop in the comment and let me know right now, how do you think Ty did? 1 being boo, 10 being oh yeah baby, excelente. So scale 1 to 10, drop it in the comment. And I know the last time, so you should also rate them from a scale of 1 to 10. So I want to hear from you guys first. How do you think Ty did? Come on now, scale 1 to 10. You guys share the live stream. Let's get more people on. The more, the merrier. The more, the funner. We got a 7, an 8, a 5. Come on. Let those numbers come in. Woo! 5, 8. So one thing I can tell is, Ty, you start off pretty good, and then toward the end there, it got a little bit confusing, because you were pushing me away too soon when you asked me what do I want for the property, right? But the question was kind of a little fuzzy. I didn't know that you were asking for what I want, and I did say, hey, you guys are the professional, why don't you guys make me an offer? And then you kind of pushed me away, saying, hey, you know what? So I was kind of confused, or you wanted to set an appointment, or are you gonna make me an offer? Like, what's going on? And that's why I try to keep you on the phone, because you pushed me away too soon, when you should have said, okay, you know what, if the seller say, hey, why don't you make an offer on the property? So you could, for me in the Khanh Seller Script package, I said, before we can determine how much we can buy the property for, Ty, there's a few more questions I need to ask you. And one of the questions is, roughly what do you want to get for the property? All right. So you need to reframe the questions better, so that way you can try to get a number confused. At the beginning, it flows really well. You stay calm, collective. You did reframe some of the question I asked, right? Some of the answer or some of the question, you reframe it and then come back, letting me know that you're listening, so that's good. Toward the end there, I was just kind of confused and lost, man. Also, too, is don't ask the seller what's a good time for them. Pick a time. So saying, hey, hey, Khanh, would tomorrow at 1 o'clock work for you? Boom. That's it, right? So don't let the seller picks. Internet is bugging out here and there too. Oh, my internet? We're getting Comcast to come this Sunday to get this darn internet taken care of. So I would say, Ty, work on tying up your back end a little bit on the phone call with the seller. All right. And see if you can lead the seller the whole way through. I would give this a 6, because toward the top it was good, and then toward the back I was kind of confused, a little bit lost. Who's next? Come on, man. See, when the seller is on the phone with you for that long, and if this is a cold call, and he or she been answering all your questions, right? Because the price is right. Because you never know what they mean by the price is right to them. The property could worth $200,000, and they said the price is right for them. Could have been $150, could have been $140, could have been $120. So you need to dig in, right? You need to dig in a little bit more and try to get that number from them, okay? Because if they spent that much time with you on the phone already when you cold call, there is something there, right? There is something there. That's why toward the end there, I really wanted to see. I was going to, like, if Ty would have asked me another question about, hey, Kong, just figuring what you're looking to get or something for the property. I know he tried to ask that again, so I tried to play hard. But when he asked me the first time, I kind of pushed it away. If he asked me again, I would have gave him a number. All right, I would have gave him a number. And when the seller, when you cold call, when you cold call and they are on the phone for that long with you and answering all that question from you, there is I'm just saying there is something there. Okay, there is something there. Because normally we all get it. When you cold call, they're like, oh, why don't you get my number? Oh, you want to buy it? No, I'm not interested. Right? It would have been that quick. Have your contact tech check your ingress feedback in your cable line. Pablo, let me know how my internet is doing right now. How is the internet? Is it good? Is it not good? It does. It takes you guys, it takes a lot of guts to jump on a cold call. I know even when you're at home or when people are watching you, you're so scared because you're afraid you mess up, and just like the nerve, like normally you just be like, yep, cool, not a problem. But when you're on a cold call, you have someone watching you, it really goes up. So I really appreciate and really give credits to those of you who can jump on and do a live cold call. It takes guts. It does. And that was and Ty started off with a cold call, but cool, man. So the next person I'm gonna call, and when you punch in your phone number, 1, we've never talked before. 2 is that you do not have my King Kong Seller Script package. All right. For those of you who have my King Kong Seller Script package, drop it in the comment and let me know. Like, do you see the difference? For those of you who recently purchased it. Okay, we're going to go with now Miguel. Let's go. 929. This is the only time that I'm able to get people's phone number. 929-451. Man, I'm losing my voice. 451-2128. But you know what? Ain't going to let nothing stop me from doing the cold call. Oh, man. So I'm calling you out for one of your marketing. Oh shoot, I don't even. Okay, I don't need to know who this is.
Yes, hello. Can I speak with Carl?
Oh yeah, this is Kong speaking. How can I help you? Like.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Miguel. I know you don't know me, but I was actually calling about a home I believe you own on 123 Main Street. I'm actually looking to buy a home in your neighborhood, and I wanted to see if you had ever thought about selling it, or if you would even consider an offer.
You know what? I actually do think about selling the property, but it's currently rented, so I definitely don't want to disturb the renter.
Yeah, I definitely understand. How long have you had it rented for now?
For about 5 years.
For about 5 years? Okay. Well, I do actually work with investors in that area, and we do sometimes work with turnkey properties. So if we were to make an offer, there would even be a chance where we don't disturb the tenants. We leave them there, and you wouldn't have to even worry about that. It'd be something that we would take care of. And if you have a rapport with them already, we would not be disturbing their home space at all.
Okay.
Now, in that area, I know you said you were interested about it, but you didn't want to disturb the tenants. Have you ever thought about how much your house would be worth?
I mean, it's probably worth about 200,000.
200,000?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And now, is that what the houses in that area are going for, or is that what you think your house is worth, according for the time you've had it and how much you paid for it?
I mean, to me, that's how much I think the property's worth.
Perfect. I definitely understand. Now, does the property need any work? Like, does it have any big problems, or is everything pretty much okay? I know you said the property was
I mean, it has been rented for like the past 5 years. I haven't been in it because the renter's really good. They haven't called me on any problem. If anything comes up, they'll just fix it. But you know, I mean, it's a rental property, so you're probably gonna need some new carpet, new paint.
Some new carpet, new paint. Okay, that's the least of our worries. Do you know if the roof's been replaced recently?
Yeah, the roof has been replaced the last 10 years already.
10 years? Perfect. Okay. And do you know if the kitchens or the bathing anything updated? Sometimes tenants seem to be okay with certain conditions, but we try to update everything to 2019 standards.
Yeah, I mean, the kitchen, the bathroom is probably gonna be need to be updated, but it depends on what you guys want to do with it. I mean, right now there's no problem if if you just keep it as a rental.
Okay. So would you say that the repairs would be less than 5,000 or more than 5,000 if it's very minimal?
That's gonna be up to you guys.
Okay. I definitely understand. Thank you, man. Now let me ask you a question. No problems. I know you said you were thinking about it, so why are you considering selling it if you don't mind me asking?
Um, I mean, if I were to sell it, I'll probably want to get about like 190 for it.
190?
Not,
190? Okay. Now, is that see, when we purchase properties in that area, we do actually cover all the selling costs and everything that's attached to the property. And I just wanted to know, are there any tax liens or anything that you know that will be needed paid off if we were to purchase the property?
no.
No? Perfect. And now when we deal with these properties, we do actually pay all the seller's costs, closing costs. So if we were to pay all the selling costs, we're doing all the repairs and everything, what would be your ideal walkaway money? I know you said 190, but if we were to handle the selling costs and everything like that, what would be your ideal scenario?
Yeah, yeah, no. I mean, 190 is probably the lowest I'm gonna go.
Okay. Now we're able to close in usually 30 days, 45 days sometimes if the seller needs a little bit more time. Now with this, with this short span, and fast turnaround, do you think there's any way you'd be able to work with me on the price a little bit?
Well, currently rented. I don't care if it's sold in the next 30 days or 6 months or a year. Like so you're the one who called me to want to buy the property. I'm not desperate to sell. I don't need to sell the property, right? But if I can get my price, then yes, I'll sell it. But I'm not in a rush.
Okay, absolutely, man. Thank you so much for that. So I got a few of the information that I need. I would like to know, are you available tomorrow, either at 1 p.m. or 4 p.m.?
Yeah, 4 p.m. will work.
4 p.m. tomorrow? Perfect. And what is the best number that I can reach you at?
This is the best phone number that you can reach me at. I do have another investor that's going to come at 1 p.m. to look at the property.
Okay, that's not a problem. And that investor I know you don't have to disclose this with me, but has that investor also told you they're going to be around the price that you gave them as well?
No, he hasn't. He hasn't made me an offer on the property yet. He said that he's going to go out and look at my property tomorrow at 1 o'clock and make me an offer on it.
Okay. Now, do you have a primary email address that I can send to you? Because what's going to happen is that me and my partner we're gonna talk, and we're actually gonna crunch up some numbers using the information that you gave me and the information from that area already as well. And I would like to send you a written offer after we meet up tomorrow at 4 p.m. And I would like to know, what is the best email address that I can reach you at?
I'm not gonna make. I'm not gonna make any decision right now.
No decisions right now? Okay, not a problem. There's no need to rush. I know you say you're not in a rush to sell. But if we were to agree on some terms, agree on price, and everything goes right tomorrow, are you ready to get the paperwork done and sell your house?
Yeah.
I love it. I love it, man. I love the excitement. Let's do it. Now, I had you scheduled tomorrow for 4 p.m. Perfect. Now, there's one more thing. Is there any reason, short of all, like out of like a nuclear war, that would make you not make this appointment tomorrow at 4 p.m.?
No, I mean, there shouldn't be any problem unless, yeah, no, there shouldn't be any problem at all. But I should be there 4 o'clock.
Perfect, Khanh. I'm so glad to hear it. Now, is there anything else about the property that you feel like I should know before we meet tomorrow? Just because, I do want to make sure I'm crunching the right information. And in this field, the numbers do count. So I just want to know, is there anything else that you feel like I should know about the property? Anything important?
No, the property's currently rented. Just make sure that you're polite with the renter, that you just don't say anything out of line. That's pretty much it. I mean, these renter has been really good, so I don't want them to know that, that the property's up for sale.
Absolutely, Khanh. Listen, man, we are professionals here. We've been doing this for a while. We're problem solvers, so we're not going to be doing anything that's going to put anybody in an uncomfortable position, including you or your tenants. So everything sounds great. So tomorrow at 4 p.m., we have an appointment. It's done, right? It's set?
It's set.
Perfect, man. Listen, Khanh, it was such a pleasure speaking to you, man. I look forward to looking with you tomorrow over the house, and I look forward to buying this house, man. You have a great day, and if you have any questions, you have my number, and you can reach back out to me as well. And like I said, if there's anything that comes up between today and tomorrow 4 p.m., please do let me know, and we can reschedule as needed.
Sounds good.
Perfect, Khanh. So then I'll see you tomorrow, man. Take care.
Bye. All right. Ready? All right, you guys. Scale 1 to 10. Let Miguel know. Let Miguel know your honest opinion, deep down, how you feel about this phone call. Do not hold back. Do not hold back. From a scale of 1 to 10, how do you think Miguel did? What do you think about my vest today, you guys? Miguel, 10, 10, 8, 7, 10, 8, 8. Miguel, one thing I really like, man, is that, I don't know if you, one thing I really like is how you said, hey, when we meet tomorrow, I always tell you guys to get that confirmation from the seller. If we meet tomorrow, are you ready to get the paperwork done and sell your property if we can agree on a price? So, Ty, that's something that you need to, I actually don't know if Ty said that or not. I can't remember. Okay, so if I can't remember, I'm not going to say anything. But Miguel, that's good, man. You need that confirmation. You need that confirmation from the seller, all right? That if you guys can agree, are they ready? Sometimes the seller say, no, I still need to talk to my wife or whatever. Well, then ask them, can the wife be there? Can whoever else need to be there to make a decision? Okay. Scale of 1 to 10. Come on, let Miguel know. Let Miguel know how you feel about this phone call. All right? One thing, Miguel, that I would say is jumping onto the call. Let me see here. Let me see. So jumping onto the phone call, asking, hey, it's basically just come off, trying to be polite. Hey, you start off like that. And then you need to say, hey, Khanh, is this a good time for us to chat a little bit? It's nice to be polite and see if you catch them at a good time. Another thing is, what else was I going to say? What else? I don't know why you guys say, hey, I work with some investor. I work with some investor, like, dude, or like that. That to me, like, if I was a seller, I would have thought that you are an agent or something. Right? Maybe it's better saying, hey, I work, yeah, I mean, let me know if that sound okay to you guys or not. I would say, I work with some investor. I work with some investor in the area, or I work for a investment company. Like to me, like I work for an investment company, or I work for a local, or I work for some investor. I work with because I know Ty also said that as well. Because you have to go back and listen to it. Hold on, you guys. Internet is trying to reconnect. Miguel, when it comes to telling the benefit to the seller, the benefit to the seller of what you guys are offering, make sure that you slow down a little bit because it was kind of rushy. Make sure you slow down a little bit and then you break down what your benefit is. All right, break down what your benefit is. So in the questions of one of my King Kong Seller Script package, one of the question is, Kong, our company, we also pay for all the closing costs. So things like all the excise tax, the transfer tax. So you start naming off some of these, right? Instead of saying we pay all the closing costs, you start breaking it down. Start naming some of the costs. And then slow down. When it comes to negotiation, slow down. Like that's where you slow down. Like that's where you ask and then you just zip. Like you just slow down. Sometimes I have seller even say, or they just keep on talking. They just, I don't know what the heck going on, but they just keep on talking, and you want to let them just keep on talking. Some of the seller, oh my gosh, on some of the live call that you can listen, that I sent to you, some of the live call, the seller actually negotiate themselves down by themselves. Like they just start negotiate themselves down. And another thing is I want to point out, Miguel, like when I give you a number back like that, like you say, okay, the price is worth 200, yeah, 190, so at least I go, 190. Just kind of breathe a little bit. Just let them know that is a little bit high. Doesn't matter if it's right on the dot or not, or if the price they give you is below, 190. And what I do is a lot of times I also take their questions, right? I also take their answer, 190. So, Miguel, what I'm understanding is that our company pay for all the closing costs, so things like all the excise tax, the transfer tax, the title insurance, all the escrow fee. With that being said, if we take care of all that cost and fee as well, it's 190. Is that the lowest you can go? Right? So take that, reframe it, and then pop back with a question. And also too is, Miguel, if you go back toward the front, there was a time period where I was kind of like, how we kind of like blank, like there's no one say something? Because what you want to do, Miguel, is that I like how you and Ty kind of move on to the next questions and then just distract the seller. Basically, you ask the question, the seller gives you kind of a blurry answer, but you just went on and asked the next questions. You don't try to cause a conflict, which is good. I think you just get it and then move on. But at the beginning, Miguel, what you want to do is you want to make sure that when you ask a question, when you ask the questions, seller answer, you want to make sure that you answer their question and then come back with a question. All right, come back with a questions so that way you keep on asking. If you go back toward the front, you know what I mean. There was a time period where it was kind of like I didn't know what to do, like because I wasn't clear and I wasn't know what to do. So make sure that you always control the phone call. Answer a question, come back with a questions, and make sure that you control that. But overall, I would say that phone call, man. Overall for a cold call, I would say about a 7. Pretty good, bro. So let me see here. Who's next? Let's get a girl on. Any girl, drop in the comment. You guys share the live stream, smash the thumbs up. Let's get more people onto the show. The more, the merrier, the funner. Any girl, drop in your phone number right now. Let me cold call. Let's do some cold call. And so far, we already did 2 cold calling where you guys call me off, right, randomly cold call. This time, I am going gonna call you. Right? I'm a seller. I'm gonna call one of your ad. So come on. Any girl right now watching, and if you are fearless, the girl power, drop in your phone number right now, and let's call. Hey Kong, your cam is out of focus. It's hurting my eyes. Oh, dude, it's probably the internet, bro. It's probably the internet. Some of you, if you guys haven't followed me on Instagram, hit me up on IG. I'm gonna punch it in right now. I'm waiting for a girl to punch in a phone number so we can call them. All right, that's my Insta. Follow me on IG. I give you guys somewhat daily tips and other kind of fun things on there. Come on, you guys. If you don't get a girl, call me. All right, man. Let's do another one. I don't see any girl with their phone number. It's hard to get a phone number from a girl, if you know what I mean. Easy for a guy. Oh yeah, pretend to be a girl. All right, Jackson. Let's call Jackson then. (856). And if you are a girl, punch in your phone number. So after this, maybe we'll be able to do another one. 887. But if you're having trouble on the phone, talking to seller, controlling the phone, handling the objections, negotiating with the seller to get them to drop price, check out my King Kong Seller Script package. The link is in the description. I'll share with you how to crush it, how to dominate the phone call, and how to actually negotiate and get the seller to come down on price. Boom. I get seller to drop by $50,000 over $100,000, okay? And if you're new to the channel, you want to learn how to wholesale in 2019? Donkey Kong. You guys are getting a little bit better. We're getting better people at the phone.
Hey, this is Jackson. Sorry, how you doing today, Con?
I'm doing good, and who's this?
This is Jackson.
Okay, and you're calling about...
I thought you called me.
Oh, okay, Jackson, I call you while I was driving by and saw one of your bandit sign, and wanted to know, it seems like you guys buy houses in the area?
Oh, yes, sir. Great, great. Yeah, we actually do purchase houses in the area. Do you have a house you're trying to sell?
Yes, yes I do. I got a piece of property on 123 Main Street that I'm trying to sell.
All right. Sounds great, Con. How many bedrooms is the house?
How many bedrooms? The house is a 3 bedrooms, 2 bath.
3 bedrooms, 2 baths? All right, let me jot that down. All right, 3 bedrooms, 7 man. And you're actually selling it because...
The property's been sitting vacant for a long time now, so just decided this is a good time and saw your sign and decided to give you a call.
Hey, that's fine, man. I actually appreciate the call. We like properties like that. Is it actually a rental property, or are you a landlord, or what?
No. The property just been vacant for probably over a year now. And we have moved.
It was inherited.
Yeah, no, I mean, we have moved away from the area. We used to live there, decided we don't want to rent it out, and now that we're not going to come back.
Okay, I understand, man. Is it in okay condition, or I know you said it's been vacant for a while. Have you been there lately to see it?
No, I haven't.
All right, no problem, man. We can come by and look at the property. That's not an issue at all. You said 123 Main Street, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
All right. What's a good time that I can maybe go by and look at it, man? I know you're not in the area. Is there any way that I can gain access to the property, or is it unlocked, or you know?
Yeah. I mean, you can go there anytime. The back door is actually open. Just make sure that when you're done, just make sure to lock everything up.
All right, sounds great, man. And the condition it was in when you left, was it in pretty fair condition? Should it be terrible now, or what you thinking?
I mean, I don't know. This is built in 1980 and it hasn't been updated, so it's probably it's probably gonna need some work.
All right, need some work. Okay, and that's fine. Man, we actually purchase properties in all different types of conditions. The only reason I was asking that just to kind of get a number in my head what I would be willing to pay for something in that area. You said it was built in the 1980s, 3-bed, 2-bath. How much square footage does the house have on it?
1,200.
1,200. All right, that seems pretty good. And you have a number in mind, or you would just like me to make you an offer on it when I go by and look at it?
I probably just want you guys to go ahead and make me an offer on it.
All right, that sounds good, man. No issue with that. I can actually be by and look at the property sometime later on this afternoon around maybe 5 o'clock. It's not too far down the road. I can go by at 5. I'll take a look at it with my, I actually have a partner I work with, some other investors. I'll bring one out there and we'll take a look at it. And I'll give you a call back and make you an offer. How's that sound?
Yeah, that work.
All right, man. Sounds great. I really appreciate you giving me a call today. And if you have any other questions about what I do, I can surely answer them for you.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Bye. All right, dude. Oh man. Are you ready? Jackson, come on, you guys. Let Jackson know how you feel about his phone call from a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being, dude, you should get off the phone, go buy the Khanh Seller Script, and then jump back on again. Or 10 being excellent. That was a joke. Sound like you could definitely use the Khanh. That's exactly what I just said. Khanh Seller Script. So Jackson, 5, 5, 5. A 2. V, a 2. Dude, I would say this phone call, man, is probably right there between a 3, man. A 3 and a 4, bro. Call my line, bro. Let's do this. Let me know if I should add my number. Add your number. Put your phone number in. Big a 4, he needs help. Yeah, bro. Jackson, dude. Okay, man. On this phone call here, when the sales calls in, bro, I'm calling in. You don't know my name. Start out. It was kind of weird, okay? Because you were supposed to say, all right, this is the problem, you guys. Seller, okay, and comment in on someone said a 10. JC, dude, if that's a 10, bro, you have a bigger problem. And Jackson, you guys, these kind of things, I'm joking, I'm trying to be funny as well, and we're just having fun. It's not to make fun of you, all right? When I first started, man, I am probably even worse than you are, okay? I'm worse. But what it is I'm just trying to be funny. We all can relax. We all can have fun. It's not to pick on you, but to give you true, honest feedback so you know to change. Because a lot of you think it's good. You think you're good. So you don't, like if you don't know that you're bad, how can you change, right? How can you change? So I'm just having fun, man. So I hope that you don't take anything personal. Please, anyone that jump on the call, please don't take anything personal. If you are going to take it personal, do not punch in your phone number. Okay? Because we're just having fun, okay? So Jackson, dude, the thing is, at first when I call you, man, you should pick up the phone like you already know that I'm calling you. You should pick up the phone and say, hi, this is Jackson, I'm with blah, 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 whatever company. Or, hi, this is Jackson, how can I help you? If you guys don't want to start off saying, hey, hi, my name is Kong, or hi, my name is Jackson, I'm with whatever your company name is, then just say, hi, Jackson, hi, this is Jackson, how can I help you? That sounds like I'm calling into some kind of a company, all right? You just can't pick up the phone and hi, this is Jackson, or hello, hello. Some of you just say, hi. It's almost like I'm calling like some random people, right? So they need to know. Next thing, dude, if the next thing I say, hey, yeah, hold on, internet issue. All right, am I back on? I'm back on. So so I understand here. I understand, Jackson. You know that, hey, it's Kong. I watched his video. I know he's calling in. You don't need to ask my name, right? But I'm just saying, seller, you need to ask their name. Ask their name. Next thing is, hey, we get disconnected. Is this the best phone number? Is this the best phone number to call you back on? Okay. Dude, okay, man. I need to go back on this phone call and listen. There's so much thing, Jackson. So, dude, most of the time, and comment below and let me know this. A lot of times, even seller calling you from your bandit sign, seller even calling you from your website, does not mean that they are motivated to sell. Some of them will want pretty much close to retail value. You know, and you're saying, oh yeah, you know what, I'm gonna drive by, look at the property, have my partner look at what I'm trying to tell you is sometimes it could be false alarm. It could be false alarm. All right? And comment below and let me know who has run into that where you got a seller saying, hey, I saw one of your bandit sign saying you want to buy houses. I got a house located here, blah, blah, blah. And then you figure out that they want pretty much close to retail, or maybe you're not even in the same ballpark. And you're spending all that time doing all the research because you know why? You're wasting your time before you should have filtered your call a little bit better. You can filter your call with these sellers a little bit better. That's what I'm trying to tell you, right? Jackson, you forgot to ask. You didn't ask me, hey, you know, how much am I looking? You know, don't just go ahead and tell the seller, well, or do you just want us to make an offer? Do not give them the option. Do not give the seller do you just want us to make you an offer? Do not give the seller an option. When you give them the options, what are they gonna do? They're gonna say, yeah, man, I want you to make me an offer, right? Because obviously they don't want to give you a number first. So if you give them that options, they're gonna go with that options. Jackson, mistake. Do not give it an options, dude. You need to get a commitment. You need to get a number. You guys got to understand there are so many different ways that you can talk to these sellers to get them to give you a ballpark price of what they want. Okay, Jackson, you need to ask them, well, what do I think all the repairs? You need to dive in, right? Dive in of all the repairs. Okay, how's the roof? How's the kitchen? How's the bathroom? How's the flooring? I understand. And then, okay, here's where I've shared with you guys about reframe and repeat the questions of the seller to let them know that you're listening, but you got to come back, all right? Come back with a questions, all right? So, Kong, I understand that you mentioned that you haven't been to the property in a long time, but what do you think that's going to need to be done to the property? Like, do you know how the kitchen is? Does the bathroom need to be updated? Does the kitchen need to be updated? Does it need interior, exterior paint? Like could you know? So you acknowledge that, hey, Kong, you haven't been at the property. I understand that. But now you start diving in. Okay, how's the kitchen, the bathroom, how's the roof, electrical, plumbing? Like, you need to make it seem like I'm walking you through the property. And a lot of times you guys need to get from the seller of what they think the property, what they think it's cost to fix the property up, right? Get the seller to give you a number. Why? So you can hold them. I mean, you don't have to do it virtually. And so all of your questions and all your answer is all about, yeah, we're going to come out there and meet up with you. We're going to come out there, look at the property. If you will start wanting to scale up, if you start wanting to do it virtually, I'm going to show you how to lock these property up on a contract all over the phone without ever meeting the seller or seeing the property. And you got to understand there are going to be different questions that you need to ask the seller when it comes to locking up on a contract virtually, because they're going to ask you they're going to say something like, well, wait, so you're going to make me an offer without seeing my property? You know, I would like you to go see my property first. I'll share with you how to handle all that objections, okay? But if you like to go meet the seller, it's fine. My King Kong Seller Script package, you can do exact same thing. Man, some of you guys are you really need to like improve. Like that phone call there, when you start asking me number, I was gonna turn into a motivated seller. Like you don't know until you start dissecting the phone call a little bit to know if the seller's motivated or not, right? That's when you get down to the numbers. Ask them, right? You gotta ask them a number. Okay, so I understand, so what do you think the property's worth in today's market? Once they give you a number, you ask them back, is that an as-is value or is that after repair value? You need to get as much number from the seller as possible because you want to hold them accountable. Plus, you want to use those numbers to negotiate with them if their number's high or their number's low. If that makes sense. Hope this helps you guys out, man. But Jackson, dude, like you need help, bro. Because if that would have been a seller calling in from one of your bandit sign, if I was the seller calling you in from one of your bandit sign, if that's how the phone call went, I'm just saying that you are basically shooting for luck. You're waiting for the extreme motivated seller. You're spending all your time going out there looking at, do you know what I mean? Like, you're looking for that kind of motivated seller, like the extreme. But I'm telling you, like, in this market, it's so competitive that you cannot just sit back and talk like this on the phone and expect to get lucky. It's so competitive. Everyone's out there doing hunting. You need to get better at it, right? It's like first time impression. Like, that was my first time impression. Like, okay, so you're gonna go out there, you're gonna call me back. In the meantime, if I got a phone call from another investor, if they can talk me through it, it would have been done, dude. Like, you could have lost the deal. This deal could have been what, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 1,000. Do you know what I mean? Sorry, I got a text from a buyer. I'm wanting to proceed. What's the next step? Sorry, on a call. Let me know what time and day work best for ya, and I'll set it up with sellers. Sorry, you guys, trying to set up a showing. I never seen this property before. Never seen this property. Never met the seller. All right. Never seen the property, never met the seller. Seller calls in. Seller said, "Oh, I want to think about it." They want $225,000. Okay, I want to think about it. We make them an offer of $183. And this phone call here, I added to the Facebook group, my private Facebook group. For those of you who purchased the King Kong Seller Script package, I uploaded out to the Facebook. If you haven't listened to it, listen to it. We made it, so seller calls in, want $225,000, walk away. We offer them $183. Seller said, I want to think about it. I have another friend come out, look at the property, and make me an offer. We can't make our decision right now. I came back and say, hey, would you be able to do 193 or something, or 192, right? 193 or 192. Okay, 192 or 193. And the sellers pretty much say, well, we really can't make a decision right now. We got to give our friend a chance, and you got to know how to handle those kind of objections. But anyways, after the phone call ended, we lock it up on a contract for $200,000. We right now lock it up on a contract for $200,000. The seller owes $67K on it, so the purchase price is about $267. We send it out to our buyer right now for $300K. Buyer pay all the closing costs, and we got the seller, and so the seller wants $225. We lock it up with $200K. All right, and that was on the phone. I bypassed the whole thing about his friend coming out, letting his friend make an offer. Oh, I want to do what's best for my family, and I reframed the question. I said, "Yep, I understand." I think his name was like Benjamin. I said, "Benjamin, I understand that you want to do what's best for your family, and I completely understand that. I would do exact same thing. But what I want to understand more is that I don't want to waste your time or our time. So what is it holding us back from moving forward?" Then what you want to do is that's where I come in and just dominate. So you basically want to make sure that you know how to handle that. All right, and that's the phone call that I share with you. See, the thing is, like, you can't. like that phone call, if you don't know what to say, you would have lost on that deal, because the seller sometimes say something like this. Yeah, that price does sound, it is a little bit low, but we it's definitely something we would consider. That's something the seller would say. That's definitely something we would consider. But we still got to check with our whatever. And that's when you think that they would actually like the offer and want to accept it. So you're going to play where, hey, maybe I should just let them think about it, let them chill. And that's where it could cost you a deal. Now, I'm not saying that, okay, you just got to know when to pull and when to, like, hey, let's get this done, all right? When to, okay, let's have them think about it, and when you can go forward. If there's room, then you want to make it happen. If there's no more room, then yeah, if they want to think about it, you try everything you can and let them think about it. But if there's room, you can't just let them think about it, because when they say, because I made the mistake where the seller said, yeah, that actually sounds pretty good, Kong, but I want to talk with my wife. I have I have a friend I want to talk to, but it does sound very good, right? And then guess what happened? I lost on the deal because I didn't push the sale. Because I thought that, okay, you know what? They contacted me. I'm the only one they talked to. And that's what they said. You know what? Let's give them some time instead of saying, hey, offer them and figure out where they needed to be. And guess what? I lost on that deal to somebody that pays them about $2,000 more. Because they said that for them to move, like, because some of the seller, like, I get on the phone from that mistake, I learn. So the next time, a lot of time the seller, I ask them back, so where do we need to be? So Bob, so tell me, Bob, where do we need to be? Where do you think that we need to be in price for us to move forward and do this deal together? And some of the seller would give me like $2,000 more or $3,000 more. That was a great call. Thanks. No problem, V. No problem. I didn't want to upload the whole phone call because I say the seller's name so much that it's like so hard to edit the whole thing out, right? It just takes a lot of time, and I want to deliver right away. I want to give it to you guys right away. And plus, you guys already listened to all the other calls, so I want to cut it short, where I just squeeze down, where I just dominate, and where I just negotiate with them. You got to box their questions, right? And let me tell you guys something. Everything that I've shared with you is I learn from people. I just piece them all together already for you and then hand it to you in the Khanh Seller Script package. That's what I did. Anyways, you guys, that's all the time that we have. I want to say thank you so much for every single one of you guys that are able to jump on this live with me. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to smash the subscribe button. This channel is all about wholesaling, where I teach you everything I've learned, everything I will be learning, and I'll sell you things that will only take your business and your game to a whole nother level. And let's crush it in 2019. If you're with me, smash the thumbs up and show me. Comment below and let me know. Take care, you guys. Let's go get some deal done. Let's get some deals sold. Take care, you guys. Ciao.